So thanks, Mary. So we're having a lovely discussion, and it's always nice to find out what different clients we work with, what we do for what clients we connect with. And so if we can, my thought is if we actually within the GSE, if we talk about, who we work with, our ideal client, that that maybe people within the group can direct people over to. So you were telling me that you work with older women that are either seeking clarity in life or they're trying to find their purpose in effect, something like that. So you're working with them in this place of overwhelm or in
Correct.
the area of coaching. So tell me about like what would be someone that would be an ideal person for you to talk to.
Basically, it's a woman who's over 40 and above, has some level of autonomy and success, and has achieved certain things in life already. But getting to that time in their life where they start asking themselves what it's all about, what their next, what's up next for them, and maybe might be also dealing with a little bit of overwhelming in terms of all of the input that is coming in on a day-to-day basis and suffering with a little bit of existential angst about, it's like, where's my life going and what is all of this about? So working with me is about taking a step back and first of all, keening, getting to a peaceful point in where they are at their life at the moment, acknowledging all that they've already achieved with their lives, and then keying into their values, figuring out what is most important to them, and then from that place of clarity, deciding on what their next goal, what their next adventure is going to be, what they want to dedicate the next year or 5 or 10 years to, and then start building a picture that excites them, and then put goals in place that they can start working towards. So it's not just constantly working with this overload of information and constantly running around and really not being clear about what's the end goal? What am I getting from life? It's getting into that place of juiciness where you're very excited about um, what you're doing with your life. And it doesn't have to be big, hairy, audacious goals. It's more about it's like my byline is Wabi Sabi Life Coach, right? And basically, the wabi sabi is a Japanese term that just talks about appreciating the beauty, about uh, everything changing, and just appreciating the beauty in every situation in life. So it's really keen into that piece of that sense of peacefulness that is available to everybody. And then from that place, being able to make very clear goals, very clear decisions about where you want to take your life to. So it's working with women around that age limit. That's where my passion lies.
That's such a beautiful line of work because, for yourself, I know for myself, and I'm guessing for yourself that, we go through this shift in life. So we experience life, and sometimes it's not all that we want it to be, and then we make a choice and we say, okay, we're going to figure this out, and sometimes we don't have all the answers, right? And then slowly over time we figure it out. We study, we shift our perspectives. All of this stuff happens. And then it's like, okay, this is a skill that we can pass to others. And so
This is
what
so true.
so what would be one, to give somebody a little bit of a nugget, you know, we're talking about this life, right? This is such a precious gift that we have. And and my thought is we want everyone to live the life that they were meant to live, right? Not to be caught up in focusing on what's wrong,
Mm.
where they're lacking, but to really live the life that they were meant to live. So what would be one little thing that somebody could focus on that might help shift their perspective in life or change their life in a way?
The thing with us is, like I said, there is so much input. So sometimes we tend to be, what is the word, switched off, or a little not in our skin so much. You get up, you're on autopilot. That's the word. You're on autopilot. So it is getting intentional. A couple of months ago, I did this whole exercise where you take little breaks during the day where you literally just get back into your skin. Like it's a mini break of, it's like listening and feeling, where am I? What am I experiencing at the moment? How am I feeling? Why am I feeling this way? And just how would I rather feel? Just those little exercises of constantly bringing yourself back into the present, constantly grounding yourself during the day. They seem very, airy fairy, but those kind of little exercises are just very tiny ways that will keep you grounded and keep you in your skin and more aware and just kind of brings in more peace, I reckon. Mm.
It's lovely.
That's a tiny thing,
But
but
what comes,
it's an exercise.
yeah, what comes to
What's that
mind
called?
is this is practicing non-judgment, right? It's like experiencing whatever emotion that you have, but not trying to resist it, not trying to change it, not trying to judge yourself as being good or bad, or and slowly over time we can get better at that.
But you get so much better that you can actually have almost a conversation with it and be like, okay, what's that bringing for me? And sometimes you can even find the good in it because, like I said, everything has a positive intention for you. So once you live from that point of view, even the bad feelings have a positive intention for you. It's about keying into that and turning it around and saying, okay, I recognize that. How can we make it better? How can it, work better for me so that I don't end up feeling like this kind of thing? So yeah, there's all sorts of little ways that we can work around these things.
There's magic in that, and the magic is
Mm,
when you shift your perspective of something that is bad into a place of gratitude. It's like you actually connect to the what you might call the synchronicity of seeing that, okay, maybe this very thing that you asked for, like resilience or strength or whatever, is being created by this thing that's difficult because
exactly.
we do manage it. We will manage it, but it's like it's the energy and the time that you give it changes your experience with it. Because something bad will happen, and it's like the experience may be just a couple hours or a day, rather than a week or a month or even longer. And so, you know, you
True.
you shift how you experience it. Love that. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with the community? Anything that comes to mind?
I can't think of anything at the moment, but yeah, just sending lots of love and peace to the community.
Well, thank you. If there's any of you that have not talked to Mary, connect with her. She is amazing.
Yes. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you, Mary.